Hello everyone. Remember my Sony TCK7, which has been heavily upgraded with replacing relays, replacing op-amps with OPA 1612 and with WIMA capacitors, the big ones. So I'm currently recording Sony Metal XR tape at 0 dB level, Dolby S engaged. And here is the results I'm getting with Dolby S at 0 dB level. I believe it's freaking awesome results. All right. All right, 24 kilohertz at minus 5 dB. Pretty well results. Okay, let me switch Dolby S off. And let's see what we will get without Dolby S. I hope we will have enough tape left. Starting over. And that's without Dolby S. And if you don't believe me, this is tape playing right here. Right? And it's everything connected directly to the outputs. No cheating. That's without Dolby S. 10 kilohertz flat. 14, 15, 16 started to drop. A little bit less. So that result I wish every deck could achieve, right? Really. And we may test with a different tape. Okay. Let me install TDK SA. As you may see, SA90 right here. Calibration mode. Let's calibrate level. That's how it should look like, because I wasn't able to adjust my generators lower. So that's how proper response should look on my deck when it's calibrated. All right, now let's see. No Dolby S. Yeah, tapes are not new, so you may expect some ups and downs. It's still not bad. Let's do full chart. And as you may see, my scale is up to 40 kilohertz. And it's well balanced between left-right channel. That looks more normal. That's like regular tapes, but many decks don't even give like to 8 kilohertz. All right, and let's try Dolby S. Let's see. Dolby S extends on the bass region and on the highs. And for some reason 10 gears is not properly pointed on this tape, but again kind of from 15 gears and up, it does pretty good job. And you see how well WIMA compensate for the loss. Currently on 15 kilohertz, 16, 18, 20. This gap probably a measurement error, or the tape was not good when you measure it 15 kilohertz or 14 kilohertz. It started over. So for the skeptics, let's rewind 45 seconds and play. And this is reproduction. So it's without WIMA, and next we'll go with WIMA. So what it doing? Man, did it lost? Yeah, here it goes. Probably rewinded too much. No, I don't understand. Looks like software again, like cannot figure out what it's doing. All right, let's see white noise. That's the source. Extends past 40 kilohertz. That's the tape with WIMA. Looks nice. Without WIMA. I would say it looks even nicer. And it's white noise. Good. So you see, like, I can make decks sing, but it's required lots of time, lots of experiments, and lots of other stuff. All right. See you on my channel, and bye-bye. Here guys, I'm doing sweep for my Nakamichi RX-505 Sony metal tape, and I believe it's very good user. And it has WIMA capacitors installed and output muting transistors replaced with relays. And that's how it does on the Sony tape. I believe pretty close to the TCK7. So I cannot measure that, as you may see, right? It records super nice, and if I will turn on white noise, it shows perfect either, right? And it's recording. And that's the source. And source, you see, Nakamichi has a filter after 22 kilohertz, limiting the output. Sony doesn't have it. But for some reason, I hear a little bit, just a little bit more clarity and more higher highs, like top trebles on Nakamichi than on Sony. And I don't have idea yet. That was what I was thinking, like I need to test, because what I hear doesn't correspond to what it should be, right? So I will continue my research and will let you know what's different.